keep coming on here to tell you to act like you know. Act like you know they do what they can and you do what you want, right? Act like you know that this is your show and this is your first time seeing me. What's up? It's your girl Mo. So let's go. I was at the nail salon just now and I just kept getting hit with stuff, and I really wanted to use my cards, but I don't have my cards with me, so maybe I'll make another video later. But I heard so clear as day, it's not that deep. No, you're just not that deep. Like, it's not that deep. No, you're not that deep. End of discussion. Like, stop explaining yourself. Stop explaining yourself in this era, in this season of your life. Stop explaining yourself with words and allow the universe, allow your life to be the explanation. Allow your life to be the explanation as to why you're no longer in communication with some people, why you're no longer reaching out, why you're no longer like just pouring from your cup anymore. Allow your life to be the living proof of that. Stop explaining yourself, my love. You keep, I understand you're probably someone who literally just always feels the need to make people aware. And even something about your awareness is so profound. Like I've always said, like, you're full of depth. This collective is full of depth. Like, that's just what we are. And you have to take into account that something about age is coming through right now. Like, people feeling like they can little boy you or little girl you or school you with wisdom or just kind of like put you in your place because of your age, even though your wisdom and your awareness trumps all experience that you've had in this lifetime. Not knowing that all of your wisdom and experience and awareness comes from an accumulation of all of your past lifetimes, because you're someone who has been here before. And I just heard volunteer in my head. So truthfully, you could be someone, like they're like, oh, I'm a soul that came here to earth to raise the collective consciousness, to shift the frequency, to raise vibration, because you've done this before, you lived this life before, and that's why you came into this world with a different frequency of awareness, simply because you've had it before. You're not a beginner at this game of life. You've done it before, you've lived it before, and because you've done it before, you're now aware of the lessons. You're so keen to lesson learning in this lifetime. And you weren't always like this. You weren't always someone who was aware that you were experiencing cycles. And even if you were aware that you were experiencing the cycle, you didn't have the awareness to break the cycle, to end it completely. And like I've said in multiple readings up until this point, you've ended the cycles. You've cleared out the contracts. There's certain things that you cannot experience, that you will not experience anymore, because you have a different level of awareness. Okay, like there's a lot of things that this collective has gone through that we simply just will not go through anymore, because we've learned the lessons and we have the discernment and intuition now to balance out the awareness. We know that there's just certain things that can't even come into our field anymore, because we're not a match to it. We're not a vibrational match to a lot of the things that we used to be. A lot about identity shifting and identity purging and really peeling back layers of yourself. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you definitely do. The healing work is done. Understand that you are a human. You will forever be healing as long as you are alive and you get the opportunity to breathe and live and awaken this world. As long as you have the opportunity to experience life through the lens of you, as an identity of God, you will always have something to heal from. You will always have more wounds that will be discovered, that will be reopened. You never know. But stop holding off your life. Stop prolonging your elevation process because you feel like there's something in you that still needs to be fixed. Nothing about you needs to be fixed. You are whole and complete, and we're made in the likeness and image of God. You are complete. You are perfection. That is why you even incarnated here onto this planet. I keep trying to tell us we don't need to be chosen. We've already been chosen. Your existence is proof enough that you have been chosen. You have been picked by the higher power to be here. You have been picked. It was quite literally a lottery pick that your dad's semen would hit your mom's egg and you would be birthed through that process. It's like literally 1 in a million that you are here right now, and yet you still feel like there's something wrong with you. You need to be fixed. You need to be chosen. You need to chase. You are already chose because you are here. You are here. And that is enough. You are enough. You need to start understanding that you do what you want and do what you can. A lot of these people can only do what they can do. And I feel like you just been taking advice from a lot of people whose lives you wouldn't want to trade places with, wanting validation from people who seek validation from you. Like, wanting validation from people who seek validation from you. That's the funniest thing about you, is you don't even recognize your own power and potential. But everyone else does. Everyone else around you recognizes your wisdom, recognizes your intuition. And that's a funny thing. Interesting. They recognize your intuition. You could be someone, I'm someone, right? I tell people all the time, I'm intuitive as hell. I'm intuitive. I used to be really scared. Purging out fears of speaking about your gifts, speaking about your inner wisdom and your inner divinity can be really significant for you. Like, I used to be very scared and reluctant to tell people, like, oh yeah, I have like gifts, like spiritual gifts. Because, you know, you get hit with the bullshit, the NPC talk. Oh, so you can see the future? You're psychic? What am I thinking right now? Like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, okay. Right? Okay. Until it got to the point where I was like, well, this is me, and it's a major part of who I am. I'm gifted, right? And so I've gotten comfortable telling people, like, yeah, I'm intuitive. I pick up on the unknown. And I'm not telling you this because, like, I'm telling you this because I just want you to know. I pick up on the unsaid. I pick up on the unknown. Now, do I love having this ability? Sometimes it's a curse. Sometimes it's a blessing. More times than not, though, it's often weaponized against me, because there are people who I kept close to me who I would tell, like, yo, I'm intuitive. And they would still find a way to use my wisdom and manipulate it against me. Gaslighting. Something about, like, gaslighting is, like, really significant. You could just be, like, aware of narcissism. You could have lived with narcissists, grown up with narcissists. Like I said in my last reading, like, I was picking up this, like, energetic environment that you could be grounded in or completely, like, tied to. I see bloodlines, like a family tree. So familial, just something with your family right now could be significant for you. Like I told y'all, I'm not talking to one of my, like, closest family members, and it's irritating me, and it's really bothering me. It's really that's a great word for it. It's bothering me because this is someone that I love. Like, I love them, and I'm always someone who apologizes when I'm wrong. I apologize, period. You know, I don't have my pride. My pride isn't built up too much for me not to put it aside and apologize to someone, especially someone that I love. But like I said in my last channel reading, or whenever it was, I'm standing on business. You feel how you feel, I feel how I feel. Okay, moving on. Life goes on. Whether or not you're in my life or not, life is going to continue to move on. And I feel like that's something that you could really just be accepting. You could have been someone in the past where it's like, when you would break up with someone, your whole life would end, or you would put your life on pause. But it's like, now, the more that you experience lessons, the more that you experience, period, you understand that life in its essence is bittersweet. You cannot have everything that you want. You can get it all, but it comes with the cost. It comes with sacrifice. And that was a major point that we had talked about in one of my readings, is like, you're now understanding the concepts of life from a fundamental standpoint. Everything has a cost, and what is it that you are willing to sacrifice in order to get to where it is that you want to go? And I feel like you are someone who used to want it all, not understanding, why can't I have it all? Why can't I be with them and do what I want to do? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do this and have that? And even something about, like, precision is coming through, especially in relation to creativity, understanding that you are so brilliant, you are so magnetic and magical, right? But you have to understand how to hone in your own magic and your own power so we can feel you. Like I said in my last reading, people need to feel you just as deeply as you want to be felt. And you not being able to truly feel into your magnetism and really be able to portray your magnetism partly comes from you not being able to attack it with precision. You may have a lot of creative ideas, a lot of, like, ventures that you want to pursue, and you could feel inadequate because you've never done them before, or you could feel unqualified because you've never done things before. But I just heard help is ordained. So you, like I said in my last reading, you're a healer, you're a helper, you're ordained in this lifetime. It's required of you to have healers around, not healers, protectors, but healers as well. But understand that in this lifetime, you worrying about not being adequate or not being qualified, it kind of is like, it goes against your own alignment, right? Because the moment you decide that you're going to pursue something, you're going to attack something, you're going to go about something and manifest something truthfully, that is when the help appears. That is when your team appears. And you have to understand your own power. And a lot of this comes from you not understanding your own magnetism and being fully aware of who you are. You need to act like you know that this is your show. Do not allow your age in this lifetime to deter you from pursuing big things, to dreaming super big and large and taking on things that may feel challenging or just like brand new. And stay wary of people who attempt to use their spirituality to manipulate you or coerce you. Take that how it resonates, leave what doesn't. But I just like have been paying attention a lot to how people in my life have been talking to me, and pay attention more, right? Like pay attention to what people are saying. Just pay attention. And that's why I said, like, and I think that's why I started the reading off where it's like, stop explaining yourself so much and allow people to talk. Allow people to show you. Allow people to, like, and just allow yourself for once to listen without the desire to respond. I know you could probably have this like subconscious need to want to be heard or to not be ignored or to be understood. But I truthfully just feel like in this next season of your life, your power isn't going to come from your words. Like, your power is not going to come from your words. It's going to come from your action. It's going to come from your determination. It's going to come from the proof, the tangible proof that you are who you think you are. You say what you are going to do and do it, and you reap the benefits of it. Like, you have to start allowing your life to be your proof, to be your testimony, not needing to speak about the journey and allowing the end result to be proof that a journey was had. Because in order to get to the journey, you got to experience the journey of getting there. So not feeling like you need to tell everyone what you've been through or what you're going through or what you're facing right now, because at the end of the day, you're going to conquer it. You're going to battle it. You always do. You're a warrior. Allow the wounds that are reopening right now, that allow the triggers that are coming through right now to be formed into weapons of strength, right? Weapons of resilience, weapons of love, just a weapon. Allow your wounds to become weapons. Something about a confused fan. Just heard that clear as day in my hand. A confused fan. Like I said, a lot of people could just be watching you right now, or a lot of people could just be interested in you right now. And it is because you are becoming aware of your power, but you're not fully rooted in your power yet. You could still be doubting your confidence, doubting yourself, doubting your visions, doubting your voice could be significant, but people want to hear you talk. But you have to get real with what is it that you're saying? What is the message that's coming through from the ether through you? Like, what is your message? Stop just talking just to talk. What are you really trying to say? Because a lot of people just talk to talk. You're not them, and they're definitely not you. So you got to figure out, who am I? What is the message that I'm saying? What is it that I want people to know? And so on and so forth. I see the post your content card in your head. So maybe I'm saying that for someone who's hesitant about showing up on social media. You got to understand that your strength and your resilience and your power lies in your presence. So your presence, naturally, when you walk into the room, the frequency rises, people recognize you. That's evident, that's obvious, that's natural. That's you. They can cry about it. But now you got to get deeper. Like I said, you're a deep person. So now you got to go deeper in you, because your power lies in you. The power that you seek lies within you. So go deeper, channel deeper, ask your ancestors for more clarity. Ask the universe every day for more clarity, more strength. What is the message that I'm trying to relay to these people? Because like I said, you're a volunteer. You came back here to raise the collective consciousness. Because look at what we're in right now. Look at the times that we're in right now, guys. What is the chance that we all are just here at the same time? Like, we're all here at the same time. We're all here experiencing the collective collapse of society. Like, like, we're living in some crazy times right now, guys. We're living in transformative times right now. And if you think that your evolution is not going to keep transforming, if you think that you're not going to keep transforming during this time just because the world is like in flames and it's chaos, no, this is actually the time where you activate. This is where you activate. Going back to the confused fan that I heard, like I said, a lot of people could just be watching you. But like going back to, again, listen to what people are saying to you. Listen to the assumptions that people are making of you. Listen. Use your ears to listen. God gave you two for a reason, 2 ears for a reason, and 1 mouth for a reason. Use them ears wisely. Double it up in this season. Double it up in this season of your life, and stay quiet and allow your life to reflect all of the negative assumptions that people are projecting onto you. Because I do feel this energy of projection. A lot of people assuming things about you without even asking you. There's something about like, I know I always say, people are always like, I get a lot of people where it's like, I can never read you, or I don't know, like I can never tell what you're thinking. And I'm always kind of like, well, why don't you just ask me? I don't know. Like, I feel like my thing is people never ask me the right questions. They always just make assumptions. And so I'm left kind of like, huh? I feel like I'm like in my old reality, I used to always be in my reality. But like I would hang out with people who would also be in their reality, but have a completely different reality perception of me. And all that's shifting. All of that is changing. All of these confused fans, I like to call them. And it's funny because I heard it in there and then I came back again. So it's like, a confused fan to me is someone where it's like they don't like you, but they don't know why they like you, but they can't stop watching you. Like, you know, monitoring spirits, people who literally don't like you, or and they'll just like they'll always be your first viewer or something. I don't know, like even that's coming. I don't know why that's coming through, because I'm someone where I don't even check my story views. I don't care. Like, my story is public. Anyone can watch it. Go ahead. Like, that's why it's public. You know what I mean? And that's why I never understood when people like boast about like, oh, he and my views, or she and my views. Chick, your story is public. Like, your whole page is public. If you don't want random people watching or anyone watching you, make it private. But a lot of people like the attention. A lot of people like the fact that they can talk about other people watching them as if they're not public. Like, you gotta listen to how people perceive the world. It's like going back, like, even like I hate little things where a lot of social media stuff is coming up right now. Okay, so something about like, if someone takes something to social media about you, stay quiet, because the trends and people are always looking for something else to talk about. So if you don't add fuel to this fire, if you don't ignite the flame, then the flame will just die out. I just heard gather evidence. Build a case. You the type of person to keep receipts. You the type of person that probably has like screenshots of like text messages from like 5+ years ago, but it's still like, yo, if this girl or this guy ever wants to say something, I got the proof. I feel like you're someone who always has the proof. You always have the evidence. You always have the answer. You're the judge, the jury, and the executioner. You need to act like you know who you are. That's why I keep telling y'all, this is your show. This is your show. I feel so powerful right now because I know I'm talking to someone who is like, you are the judge, the jury, and the executioner. People keep thinking that they can get away with stuff, and it's like, do you know the type of like the connection that I have with Source? Do you understand that I just know? Do you understand that I know? I hate that I be knowing, but I can't stop the fact that I be knowing because it's within me. I came in here, I reincarnated here on a different frequency. I cannot help the fact that I'm always in tune and tapped in. I can't help it. And that's something that you got to tap in and honor about yourself. I'm in tune, I'm tapped in, and okay. In tune, tapped in, and untouched. I don't know what that is, but that's actually hilarious, because facts. Who's really fucking with you? Nobody. You need to act like you know you're that girl, you're that guy. I keep trying to tell y'all. Something about like removing followers, but like not removing you as a follower. If that but not like, so it's like they'll unfollow you, but they won't remove you as their follower. That's always weird to me, because it's like, just unfollow me. Right? Like, just unfollow me. But that came through clear as day, literally. Yeah, get ready, get prepared, like get hype. You need to turn up about yourself and turn up about your life, because you got a lot to celebrate. You have a lot that's coming in. You have a lot that is just like, is going to be a reflection of your true essence. that's going to be meeting you where you at. Like, and I love that for you. I love that for us, because we're on the same type of time. We're on the same, and you know how I know I shifted, bro? Because I've always wanted to put like gems on my nails, but like I just never had the funds to do it. And now it's just like I'm getting all these opportunities to just do stuff I've always wanted to do. And it's like I said, changing your vernacular from I'm shifting to I've already shifted. I've already shifted, and feel into that, bask into that, understand that, yo, people, you're going to experience certain things and you're going to have a different perception of certain things, and your perception very well, it could be correct, but understanding that a lot of people are not going to be able to understand your perception of it, your perspective of it, because they don't have the depth that you possess, babe. You think in layers. Stop weaponizing the fact that you think. Stop weaponizing the facts that you think. I'm an overthinker. I just overthink everything. Yeah, because you care. Yeah, because you want what's best for you, and you want what's best for other people. Use that as your superpower. Do not weaponize it against you. Stop shaming yourself for thinking. It's like, stop. Literally stop. Oh my God. Last chance, increase your income. That just popped up. You're getting increases, financial increases popping up. The name Justin could be significant. Jones could be significant. I just heard Gary, Michael, Susan, Liliana, James. Keitra Natra could be significant. Like house music. Yeah. You need to get turned up and get hyped about your own life, though. And I hope this kind of like reset you a little bit and kind of just grounded you out, so you could be reminded of the fact that like you are exactly who you think you are. It's not that deep. Yeah, because you don't have that. It's not that deep because you're not that deep. And that's what you need to start telling people. You need to start walking like you've done the work. Like, you need to start walking like you've done the work. You need to start talking like you've done the work. You need to start talking and walking and acting like you view life from a higher perspective. Group 7 just came up. I don't know what the hell all that stuff is on TikTok. I'm like not even tuned in, tapped in, but I keep seeing stuff about Group 7. I'm convinced that that is an internet thing that NPCs created to build connection amongst themselves within the spiritual world. And I say all that to say is because like it's just so random, and it's so clicky, and it's just like weird. Like, it's just weird to me. It's weird. And the spiritual manipulation, what I said, people using their spirituality or weaponizing their spirituality against you. Just beware of like fake spiritualists. Beware of that. Like, and understand that spirituality can look however the hell it wants. Like, you are God experiencing an identity, and God wants to experience spirituality, whatever you practice, whatever you believe, it wants to experience it through your identity. So you don't have to conform or look a certain way or even resonate with certain messages or movements that you don't feel are in alignment with you. But you may just feel like you need to do this or listen to this or watch this or practice this because you identify as spiritual or religious or whatever. Like, you are entitled to do whatever you want, look however you want, be whoever you want. Like, just be wary of like people. I just started selling you stuff, but it's more so listen to the message. Listen, use your ears. This is a message about listening. Listen and observe, and that's it. Listen and observe and follow and honor your intuition at this time. People who aren't the truth, who pretend, who are these false idols, these false prophets to speak the truth, your soul will know that it's not the truth, because your soul is resonance. Your soul is the equilibrium. Your soul is the stabilizer. You know, you already know. Your soul knows, so stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting your knowing. Stop needing confirmation to honor your knowing. Your existence is the knowing. Your existence is the confirmation. So enough of that. Yeah, enough of that. Enough of doubting, enough of shaming, enough. There is no more work that needs to be done on you specifically. You are good. You are healed in this moment. Because I just told you, those wounds that may be reopening, those wounds that are within you that you're analyzing, that you're attempting to seal up, they will be alchemized into weapons, and not for destruction, but for the rebuild, because the destruction is already taking place. Act like you know this is your show, and it's your girl Mo. So let's go. Do me one favor. Vote for me, Maxim CoverGirl. Link is in the description below. I'm on a journey just like y'all. Takes 1 minute of your time. One vote, please. I'm in rank 5 right now for one of my competitions. If I go to 1, I go to the interview round. I just need to win 1 competition, truthfully. That's all I'm asking God for. I don't want to be greedy. I just need 1 competition. Just 1. Like, just give me 1. So please feel free to screenshot your vote, tag me on Instagram, or repost you on my story. The love is real. The love is here. Act like you know that this is your show, and it's your girl Mo. So let's go. I love you, and I hope this found you very, very well.